Hello there, welcome to Tyke Farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling-ding-dong the bell. It's Wednesday morning, we'll have 3 men on site again today. A little bit to do on the mosquito netting on the hen house, and then we'll be looking at the bird netting. So as usual, I'll make 2 or 3 videos throughout the day. I'll go turn the camera around and I'll go down and have a look at the chickens. So I was down here earlier on. Little story to tell you. So we'll go and have a look. So I came down here last night and I'm looking for a sick chicken. And he wasn't there. So I'm looking here, that's where he was. Unbeknown to me, we'd had moved him to this end. And I never noticed him, so I just assumed he was dead and they got rid of him. Now I came in this morning and there was a chicken stuck here in between the netting, the wire netting. Now the other sick chicken we had, he managed to get out under here. And I found him on top and I put him back on the floor and left him with the flock. There must be a sense if a chicken's there by itself to get back amongst the others. So we need to, same as we've one in there now, a sick chicken, we need to put something under there to stop them getting out. So I found this chicken and he was wedged solid in between these wire nets. And I went and got Jean and she gave me a hand and we tried to get him out and couldn't. And we finished up, I unhooked a leg and Jean lifted both wings and we managed to push him through and get him out. And lo and behold, it's a sick chicken from yesterday, so we haven't lost him. We'll have to call him Lazarus, I think. He's not good, but his stools are better. They were very watery yesterday. He's got stools there which look about normal, and the stools here which are about normal, so he's passing waste. I'll put a drop of water in this morning. As you can see, he's sleeping, but he's stood on his feet. So we'll put some more powder in his drink. We'll maybe put some down his beak, antibacterial powder. But yeah, he's alive, so we're hopeful, or I'm hopeful that he might survive. I suppose, you could criticise and say, well, Wynne should have told me he'd moved him. Well, maybe so, but communication isn't easy when I don't speak Filipino and Wynne has limited English. So I'll not criticise Wynne for that. I should have seen it, I've got 2 eyes. But if I'd have seen it, it still wouldn't have stopped it getting stuck in the mesh this morning. How long it had been there for, I've no idea. But it wasn't too distressed. But the reason it wasn't too distressed, I think, is because it's sick. but he's not as fluffed up, his feathers aren't as fluffed up this morning. He's just sleeping, just dozing. I put him on the ground when I got him out the cage, and he can stand up all right. He didn't go straight to onto his belly, which is what he did yesterday. So if anything, I think he's maybe a little bit better than yesterday. So we'll see how it goes. So I'll leave this video there, and I'll do another one later on, and we'll see you then. It's 5 to 5. We've just finished. I didn't make a video at lunchtime because I had nothing to show you really. We've been having a clear up this afternoon for an hour, burning all the grass clippings and collecting wood, little ghost firewood. We got the piggery roof finished, just a couple of little patches both ends, but it's done now. And this side's been patched up, and there was a bit of patching to finish on the chicken shed from yesterday, and I'm going to make a couple more tubs of feed and get that going. And tomorrow I'll get able to cut a banana stalk down, and we'll make a couple more batches, get a couple more batches of that going, because we're getting to the bottom of the last one we did. It's a case of why put 2 knots in it when you can put 8. We also today measured up and figured out how we're going to do the bird netting. The netting I've got, well, I think it all is actually, but it's 2 meters wide, so we're going to have to sew it together, and we could go that way or we could go lengthways with it. So I suggested to them to go lengthways with it, and it's 2 meters wide, so it'll come down to the bottom of the walkway more or less, and it'd be easier to stitch the different lengths together than what it will be if you go that way and you'll be up a ladder stitching it together at the top. But they figured it out how they're going to do it. So we're doing that tomorrow. Now we're all fed and watered, the chickens. This chicken, as you can see, is active again. What Wynne did with him this morning, he gave him some water with the antibiotic powder in, and squirted some down his throat as well. But he didn't feed him. And then lunchtime he fed him, and he gave him water with the powder in again at tea time, which is kicked over. he said to me, don't feed him tonight. So maybe tomorrow he'll be out of the pen. He wants out now, but I blocked him in with that bag. So yeah, he's going to make it. He's looking good. We've got a fair bit of mosquito netting left. It'll come in for other projects. Yeah, so that's it. We'll call it a do for this one, as the sun is just setting behind the mountain there. So we'll leave it there, and we'll see you all again tomorrow.